How Onslaught outwitted Pep Guardiola, 4-1-4-1, Diaz's pressing, and Holland's double marking. Liverpool triumphed 2-0 over Manchester City at Anfield on Sunday, clinching another remarkable tactical victory under Onslaught. In this game, Slot, who has long praised Pep Guardiola as a major influence on his coaching career, proved he can outthink his idol. Here's how he did it. Mastering the numbers game. Pep Guardiola is known for his surprises in key matches, and in this one, he deployed Matheus Nunes on the left wing, alongside Rico Lewis on the right. This setup gave City an abundance of midfielders and a narrow formation designed to prevent Liverpool from dominating the centre of the park. However, Slot made a crucial tactical decision of his own, which paid off handsomely. He set Liverpool up in a 4-1-4-1 shape when City tried to build from the back. In theory, City's numerical advantage, 6 players against Liverpool's 5-man pressing unit, could have given them an edge. But Slot's setup had a clever compensation. Liverpool's defence had an extra player, with Joe Gomez and Virgil van Dijk close to Erling Haaland, effectively neutralising the City striker. First half dominance. Despite City's numerical superiority in build-up play, they struggled to maintain possession during an electrifying opening sequence. Luis Diaz was tasked with not getting too close to the goalkeeper, instead focusing on pressing the first pass. This allowed Liverpool's press to shift across the pitch, forcing the nearest City player as far away from the ball as possible. The intensity of this pressure, combined with the fervour of the Anfield crowd, meant City kept losing possession in these situations. In one such instance, goalkeeper Stefan Ortega found a backup player, but the pressure from Liverpool's midfielders forced the ball back rather than forward, with Ryan Gravenberch intercepting a pass to create a chance. With limited options, Ortega's only real alternative was to try a lofted ball over Liverpool's pressing unit into the space where Gravenberch or Alexis McAllister were lurking. But this kind of pass required perfect timing and elevation to get beyond the pressure, which gave defenders like Van Dijk and Gomez plenty of time to step forward and reclaim the ball, while still keeping Haaland in close check. As a result, Liverpool gained control of possession. With City attempting to press high, Liverpool engaged in one-on-one duels across the pitch. Mohamed Salah was consistently able to win his battle with Nathan Ake, while Kyle Walker became a target for Cody Gakpo, who exploited the weaknesses in City's defensive line. It was from this area that Liverpool's first goal came. After a set piece, Dominic Szoboszlai, who had been covering every inch of the field, dropped back to right back. This allowed Trent Alexander-Arnold to pick up the ball on the opposite flank. Without a clear plan to pressure him, City failed to close him down effectively. As the defensive line pushed up, Alexander-Arnold spotted the space and played a perfect pass for Salah, who was able to chase it down. With the City defense retreating, Gakpo simply appeared behind the unaware Walker to finish off Salah's cross at the far post. By the 15-minute mark, Liverpool had 63% possession, created 1.2 xG to City's 0.0, and won 6 duels to City's 4. Guardiola couldn't wait for half-time and immediately instructed Manuel Akanji to step into midfield. The wisdom of double-marking Haaland. The decision to keep Van Dijk and Gomez doubling up on Haaland proved wise. At one point, Akanji managed to advance and intercept a pass that had evaded Gomez, but with Haaland effectively neutralised, Nunes became City's best option. However, the tempo of City's play was too slow, and often, Nunes was left isolated. In one instance, Nunes was free in space, arms outstretched, bottom left corner. But instead of getting the ball directly, it was worked centrally by Ilkay Gundogan. This allowed Liverpool to reset their defensive shape. Ultimately, with options limited, Nunes lost the ball to Alexander-Arnold, as the pressure mounted. By half-time, City had registered only 1 shot on goal. If you are the cop, leave a like. This will help you stay up to date with Liverpool football news. Thank you. Virgil van Dijk. Liverpool will go to war for each other. Liverpool captain Virgil van Dijk believes that the team's success this season is largely due to the players' willingness to go to war for each other. Despite the fact that there haven't been many difficult moments in a campaign that has seen 18 wins from 20 matches, the Dutch international is convinced that the mindset within the squad has been a decisive factor. In their 2-0 victory over Manchester City at Anfield, which left the defending champions 11 points adrift of Premier League leaders Liverpool, Van Dijk highlighted the difference in team spirit. City, in contrast, lacked the collective resolve shown by Liverpool, something that has been a defining feature of their season so far. And while a 2 or 3 goal margin of victory would not have flattered the Reds, the manner in which they won was a testament to how Onslaught has made subtle, yet successful tactical adjustments to Jurgen Klopp's team. There's no doubt it would be difficult to replace Jurgen, given everything he's done for us as players and for the club, Van Dijk said. But On has come in and done things his way. Together with the team, his work to ensure we have the quality to improve and win games. But he also makes sure we keep working, that we stay hungry, focus on what lies ahead, and keep improving. Van Dijk also acknowledged the significant step-up Slot made when transitioning from Dutch football to the Premier League. The gap from the Dutch league to the Premier League is huge for players, and for a coach, it's the same. On has handled it very well so far, and in my opinion, he's inherited a fantastic team, not just as footballers, but as human beings, guys who are ready to go to war for each other. Van Dijk pointed to the tactical work done by Slot but emphasized that the real key to success lies in the mentality of the players. At the end of the day, it's about how much we want it as players. What do we want to achieve as a group? We want success, and to achieve that, it takes hard work every day to win games. The central defender highlighted that Liverpool has found ways to respond to adversity this season, with difficult moments, such as defending deep against City, being met with resilience and quality. There will be times in games where we face challenges, and there were moments against City where we had to dig deep. But we have the quality to handle those moments. You can't let frustration set in. Every time this season, we found a response in difficult situations, and that's the key to success. I hope we can keep that mentality going. Liverpool's 9-point lead at the top of the Premier League is their biggest margin since the final day of the 2019-20 season, when they had already secured the title and were 18 points clear of City. According to Opta's data analysis, Liverpool's chances of winning the league now stand at 85%. However, Van Dijk stressed that no one in the squad is getting ahead of themselves. We talk about it almost every week. The focus is that we're only in the 13th match week, he said. We want to be consistent. We want to keep winning games. We don't want injuries, but unfortunately, we have some again, so we need everyone to stay focused on what's right in front of us. Not what's coming in the next month. Right now, Newcastle is our full focus. The goal is to be there at the end of the season, Van Dijk continued. To do that, we need to focus on what's ahead, not think about what's coming in January or February. Now it's all about Newcastle. We need to do everything we can to be ready for that big challenge.